everybody. Happy 2025, y'all. We started off with a bang, Isaac exploding shit in Titty Town. How do you guys feel about everything going on in the U.S. right now? It's pretty hot.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it.
I think it's funny that they use the Cybertruck.
Oh, it's ironic. So yeah, we don't know if there's a correlation. They both served in the same military camp for the U.S., which is uber confusing. But we've got one guy driving through a crowd, killing 15 people in Louisiana. Then we got a guy renting a Cybertruck that's cheating on 2 chicks. He's married, leaves a note, shoots himself, explodes it outside of the Trump Tower. It is eerie. It's weird. Do you think they're connected?
No, I don't think they're connected. But, I don't think they're connected based just upon where they went to the military. I bet you there's some chat room somewhere. Are chat rooms still a thing? I'm old.
Yeah. You guys remember when we had emojis in chat rooms and like we could create our avatars and enter chat rooms?
Let's see. ASL.
Yeah. I was like way hotter. I was like this really hot old chick and I was trying to hit on dudes, which looking back, I was actually the one that was supposed to be hit on, but I was going after dudes in their 40s when I was like 13. And I think it was supposed to be the other way around.
Well, for sure, I thought I was talking to someone like you. I was definitely just, sending nudes to an old man, probably.
Yeah, it was an old man. Yeah.
Was it send to receive?
Oh, 100%.
In the ASL. So I'll be honest, you guys. Have you gotten a little nervous? I was downtown Sac. And it's super busy right now. There's like thousands of people out for the holidays and stuff. And I got a little bit of anxiety just for 5 minutes after all this weird shit's going on in the world. And are you guys getting nervous at all or are you chill?
Are they kind of prepping in your area for the stuff like this?
Like you're not allowed to drive through major streets right now. I just know in Sacramento and San Francisco, where you used to be able to drive down, you can't. So that adds to my anxiety. Like when there's shit blocked off and I'm like, I need to get really drunk now to go out, which I never do. Right. This is a rare occasion that I get fucked up. I'm just kidding. So I got drunk to see a movie.
To be fair, I had we had like hundreds of drones in the air above us.
Oh yeah, you had the real problems.
I mean,
that you're in the sketchy zone, dude. That's really so. And what do you guys feel about this? So I'm super fascinated. Like I just listened to Joe Rogan a couple days ago, and he's like, they're not ours. Like they're for sure something else that we don't understand, that we don't know, or it's China or Russia. But like it's not anything to not freak out about. It's something going array. And luckily they're not on the West Coast. So I'm like, okay, are they going to attack the East Coast first? The Planet Fitness
or
in Jersey
maybe
Shore?
The West Coast sucks, and that's why they don't want to go there.
They want to kill us?
What they were saying though is with the drones is they were looking for nuclear waste because they heard that someone snuck nuclear shit here, and the government released all the drones and didn't want to tell anybody because people would have freaked the fuck out. I mean, they freak out with an inch of snow, so they would freak out if someone said, "Oh, there might be a nuclear bomb," which would coincide with all the other crazy terrorist shit, right? Because that happened before a lot of this stuff happened. So, I mean, is it real? Who fucking knows? I mean, but I find it hard to believe that it's another country.
This is a fun idea. If you were, you want to get put on a list. All right, where would you strike if you were a terrorist?
I like that question.
Well, hold on. But if I'm the terrorist, do I know a lot about the United States, or am I just pointing at a map and shooting?
You've done all your research. You're choosing a target.
They watch Jersey Shore for sure, and they're like, "Fuck, Snooki and DJ Pauly D.
Snooki has to go down."
Mine would be New York, and I know this is not popular. I hate New York. I've tried it several times, but I like to drive. Everything about California being a little bit spread out and being able to drive and park your car is fucked in New York, and it's cold and more liberal. I feel like in New York City, so I fucking don't like New York. It's not my jam. What would you guys do? What would you guys bomb?
I already know mine.
So, all right, but on the flip side of this, I think we should also answer, what wouldn't you bomb knowing that it would hurt us more if it stayed here? Is my question. They're like no one's bombing Kensington.
Yeah.
Okay. Kensington is staying. And they might even survive like cockroaches,
I feel like LA is so dirty with pedophiles now that like that could help us to be bombed and like done away with.
But see, if you bomb pedophile, catch 22. Oh, this is fun idea here. Okay. If you kill the pedophiles, Like, okay, you wouldn't want to bomb Epstein's Island in its heyday, right? Because
No,
you're
I
gonna
wouldn't
kill a
go
bunch
there.
of you're gonna kill a bunch of innocent kids. If you bomb a bunch of pedophiles, you're gonna kill a bunch of innocent kids that are just getting rammed.
Are they innocent sucking dick, dude? These kids are sucking dick, man.
They're
Possibly
good at
for
it. I bet
candy.
you they're
Not
really
even-
good at it. Dude.
I bet the best blowjobs are Epstein Island. Like those 12-year-olds are fucking knee pads. Like
by the time they're 18, they just blow on it and you bust.
I want head from a little boy that was at Epstein's Island for years. Like once he's 18,
dude.
once he's legal, I want that guy to go down on me because you know the practice, and he's probably been yelled at.
Slurp
his tongue's gonna look like fucking Terry Crews.
Yeah, he's gonna have a Hulk tongue.
He will
with
slurp
giant
you.
muscles.
And
he'll take direction well.
I gotta get this out. He'll slurp you up like you're the last bit of that milk in the Fruit Loops. Just
yeah. That I would put a ring on it, literally. If he's 18, let me get that. So wait, you didn't say what would you guys do away? Like what city?
Louisiana, the entire state.
So you don't give a fuck that they got driven through.
Louisiana sucks. Have you ever been to Louisiana?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The whole
dog
state sucks. The entire state. I've been to the parts where whites don't go, and it sucks, dude. All of it sucks. It's fucking terrible. The whole state. It's a drive-through state. I'd rather live in Alabama than Louisiana, dude. And that state sucks too. If we could just kind of carpet bomb everything that touches the Gulf except Florida and Texas, I'm good with that.
I love Arkansas. I'm not gonna lie though. I fucking love Arkansas.
I've never been there.
I've never been there.
Like
it seems like a bunch of sister fuckers there too.
No, I seen midget wrestling in Arkansas and I fell in love with it the first time. I've gone back a lot of times. Like the people are hella cool in Little Rock. Like I might buy a house there when I'm older. Like,
they don't live in Big Rock.
Okay, wait. So Rob, what would you do away with? Like what city?
Probably Miami.
Okay.
Because
there's gays and there's culture.
That's what you love, dude. You love gays and culture, Rob.
I do love gays and culture. But they're also just a lot of them are just total douchebags. I mean, it's really hard to conversate with people from Miami because they think
it's flashy.
It's also Spanish.
Yeah. It is, but I think it's kind of sexy, eye poppy. There's like hot Latina chicks. There's good strip clubs, really good strip clubs. God, I haven't been there since 2009 though, so I don't even know what it's like nowadays. But I like Florida, right? In general, it's such a shit bag, but it owns it. You know, it's like me. Sure. It's a piece of shit, but it's like, hey guys, I'm a piece of shit, but I'm gonna show up on time, maybe pay for your bills. So like, love me. That's Florida.
Yeah, I have zero issues. I used to live there. I have zero issues with it. So,
okay. Yeah. Honestly, I hate California.
I would live there if I could.
I hate where I live, but like,
why
I like
do you live there?
I've shared custody.
Is there something comparable? I get the custody part, but is there something weather comparable to Cali in the U.S.?
That's what it's not, because so I've been in tour buses all over because I'm a whore, and I've spent a lot of time in different states. You know, I had a cabin in Montana. I spent a lot of time on the East Coast in Boston, New York. The weather is fucking out of control good. Nothing compares to it. It's a mild 50 to 75, maybe a couple 90 jump a couple days. But when I did my year in Texas, I was dying. I was a little fucking pussy and I was dying because you guys have weather, right? Like
yeah.
Nothing horrible, but I can't do
like
it. I'm
here.
not acclimated. What
His
the fuck are you doing,
like
Rob? When you guys message in the group message, like, I got to get eggs and shit and I can't go out of my house. I'm like, what is that? Like, what is that like?
Yeah, before we left, they were like,
the fires though, dude. Your house could burn up at any time.
Yeah, I mean, but not where I'm like, that's why it's the capital. People don't understand. Like, people can talk shit. It's a small city, but it's a safe zone. We're not in earthquakes. We're not in the woods and fires. We're not on the beach where it's tsunamis. We're literally in a safe zone in the center.
You Cali people in your safe spaces. I tell you what.
Well, because
they get an earthquake. Till they get an earthquake.
Well, San Andreas fault. The only earthquake I'm getting is from this new hot young guy that I'm dating. Holy fuck, I'm getting a lot of earthquakes.
Cemetery Boy? You talking about Cemetery Boy? Oh, we're talking about Cemetery Boy.
I love it. I love that he's called Cemetery Boy.
Mr. Ghoul.
Yeah, he's totally like weird Tim Burton dude. Oh, I love it.
Did I miss this?
I've only seen him in the stories, and he's
on the spectrum, dude. And like, I'm totally raping him. It's fucking a dream come true.
He loves. I love titties and cemeteries.
Yeah, and I'm like, sign me up. I'm your girl. Okay. So besides the ISIS attacks and we're all dying in the drones, what's going on is Boeing having more issues, and we all don't want to die and wind up missing because that's what happens. But 3 major issues with landing gear, all within 48 hours with Air Canada, South Korea, hundreds of people died. I can't wait to talk to the 2 survivors because what is going on where electronically all of a sudden you can't land. Wheels aren't coming down. It's off. You can't brake. Like, what I don't want to fly right now. And I like to fly. I like to travel for the next couple months. I don't want to hear about a plane crash until I book another flight.
They're all Boeing?
Yeah, all 3.
I'm looking up what the Boeing stock looks like right now. I want to see
that's
how
a
much
good
it is
idea.
shitting the bed.
South Korea, 179 dead. Air Canada caught on fire. Norway, broken landing gear, all of them. I mean, there's got to be maybe an electrical issue or, and then overseas even too, there's been a lot of airplane problems. I have to fly to LA in April for the Rainbow Bar and Grill, 53rd anniversary. It's not like for work, but I'm like, damn, I'm going to drink more before I get on a plane. And normally landing's my favorite time. I'm like, oh, okay, the shithole flight's over. And now I'm like, everybody's dying landing. It's scary. Are you scared at all, Rob, or you don't care?
Look, I love to fly, and if the plane's gonna crash or blow up, it kind of was my time. I mean, you have more of an odd of like walking outside your house, getting in your car, and pulling out of your driveway and dying than you do on a flight.
Okay, but if you're in the plane, and how high do planes go up, dude? I don't know.
40,000,
30,000 feet.
Okay, so how long does it take to crash if you fucking that the engines go out up there? 5 minutes, maybe?
Pretty quick, probably.
It's probably the worst couple minutes of the rest of your life.
You're fucked. You're dying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do they announce it over the loudspeaker? We're gonna.
This is the captain here. We're probably not going to make it out of this alive. Have a great
Suck
afternoon.
the dick next to you because you're going down.
Now that is something you can listen to, guys. I've done this. Get a little stony, and then get on YouTube and listen to black box recordings of planes that are going down.
No way.
There's 2 different types of pilot, guys. There's the ones that hold it together till the very end. And we're going to go ahead and try to turn this rotor, and we're going to try to change out there, and we're going down, and and then there's the other pilots going, oh fuck, oh shit, just the whole way down. It's wild.
Are they coming or crashing? Wait a second.
I mean, that's the ultimate. I mean, that's the ultimate asphyxiation, right?
Yeah,
jerk off while you're going down, dude. That's the ultimate orgasm. Yeah,
I interviewed this author, and I didn't know that you could do this, but she was like, I guess getting she needed something for one of her characters, so she had to listen. So there's a service you could pay to listen to 911 calls. Did you guys know this?
No. I've listened to police. I've gotten stoned listening to police scanners.
Yeah. Oh, I have the app for police scanners just, to figure out what's going on. But it is interesting. You're right. There's 2 people. You stay calm under chaos, or you freak the fuck out and you don't make sense. So, and you survive better if you stay calm and stay chill. But I couldn't be a 911 operator because you're dealing with absolute chaos, the worst of the worst humanity all day long. You'd probably just lose faith in everybody.
One time I tried to be like a little woke bitch. I had to call 911 because there was this black dude like walking in the middle.
I'm already scared.
He's walking in the middle of the freeway, right? He's just walking in the middle of the freeway. I'm like,
you're worried for his life.
This dude's gonna die. So I just call the cops, right? Yeah. And the person's like, all right, describe him. And I was like, yeah, he's a tall person of color in like a blue shirt. Person of color. It's clearly a black lady on the phone, right?
Yeah.
And she goes, person of color. I said, yeah, person of color. She's like, what color? I was like, black.
Like, you sound weird saying a black guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, in Philly, you can't call the police unless there's like death. Like if you get into a car accident, unless someone's injured, you can't call the police. What? You just exchange information.
Wait, do you live in one of those cities where it's like you can steal whatever you want up to $900 and all that shit?
I know California, we just made it a felony, but it was a misdemeanor. And did you see this video went viral out of Orange County a couple weeks ago? Because California just changed it to where it's a felony to steal. And it used to be like you walk in and businesses were closing left and right. They were sick of the bullshit. So they finally changed it. even Newsom's a fucking asshole. And you can't steal shit and you go straight to jail if it's like $900 or more. But I just think it's insane. You shouldn't be able to steal anything anywhere. You should get
You're
arrested.
talking to this Steel King over here.
No.
he does it for the thrill.
You get high off of, you're a klepto?
It's called rage and pillage for a reason.
Oh my God.
I pillage, dude. Listen, not from small businesses. I have a rule against that. But if it's a Walmart or a Target or, even a grocery store, like a big box place, I'm getting something for free. And I'm getting pretty blatant about it too. You can walk through the line with I don't know, let's just say an energy drink in your hand, crack it while you're paying for your other things, drink it. They won't even ask. I'm just acting. You saw me take this from the cooler
orange and get like the TV.
I do that too, but I've also gotten busted doing that.
No, you didn't. Yeah. Did you go to jail?
No. You just be like, oh, I didn't realize.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. We got to remember. Look at the color of his skin. Like he gets benefit of the doubt immediately.
Yeah, you're not in trouble, dude. But it's Texas, which
I have the money to pay for it if.
I stole a corset one time. The only thing I ever stole, my girlfriend.
You too?
She's a millionaire. Her parents are both dentists. She has tons of money. We're in high school, and she's a klepto. She has a thing for it. Like Avery would go into stores and get high off of stealing. So I go into Frederick's to Hollywood with her, and she's like, I'm going to put on a ton of lingerie and just sneak out. And I'm like, dude, that's nuts. I could never do it. She gives me this really hot red corset. It's overpriced at like $70. It's just a basic red corset. And I kind of got with her influence, like, fuck it. I put it on, put my shirt back on, was like, what are they going to say? Can you lift up your shirt? And I walked out of Frederick's to Hollywood, but I felt like shit to this day. I feel like shit. I want to buy more panties from Frederick's to Hollywood because I sold a corset.
Did you throw it away?
No, I still have it.
Did you wore that corset?
Yeah.
No, you didn't feel that bad.
Yeah, no, I didn't. But like, I don't want to take, like, I don't know. Like, it just feels, now I'll cheat on a motherfucker left and right and go to bed and feel just fine. That's where like, I don't have the correlation between.
I can't do any of that. I can't do any of that.
That's because you're uncircumcised. It's because you're uncircumcised.
Yeah, it is. I don't have
the fear is stored in the foreskin.
Stored in the hood. No, that means you're a good guy. There's a correlation between when you don't get the tip of your dick chopped off, you're actually a good guy.
That's the name of the episode, dude. Fear is in the foreskin.
The fear is strong within the foreskin.
Oh my God.
You have a big heart. You have more skin on your dick. You have a bigger heart.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It's either that or I have heart disease. One or the other.
Thick heart, dude. It's so thick and girthy heart.
You got that extra flap to lick on, the little sweater, the sweater weather.
Just
stay cool all the time, man.
Just a little bit of
As long as you clean
stick a little wrigglies on the end of that thing.
You got to just push it back and clean it good. Because I dated a guy one time, uncircumcised, and he just didn't clean it. You got to get.
Oh, that's disgusting.
He's
Greek.
Disgusting. He's Greek, probably.
You got some leftover fuzz and shit. It's like, ooh, what am I eating for breakfast? There's like
feta cheese. It's always feta.
It's from Munda.
I understand. God. That's where the Greeks make feta cheese, is in their foreskins.
Also, have your guys' belly buttons ever smelled? Like, it's so deep, they kind of stink sometimes if you don't get in there and clean them good.
I mean, not mine. As a chubby guy, I've lint goes in there, but outside of that, I mean, no.
Yeah, as chubby guys, we have deeper belly buttons. I don't know.
It smelled bad. Like,
fat guys have outies.
No, but like it stinks like in there. Like I'll go to kiss everywhere and I'm going down and the belly button stinks really bad. And it's just like an instant turn off before I get to the bed.
I would punch you in the face if you tried to put a tongue in my belly button.
Really?
I swear to God.
You wouldn't just tongue the belly button just a little bit?
There is zero chance, dude. I would
punch you in the face.
I would punch you right.
That would turn me on. I would probably come right after I tried to tongue your belly button. If you just punched me, I'd be like, "Fuck, I'm gonna call him tomorrow. I'm gonna Venmo him money tomorrow." That's what I would think.
Zero chance, dude. Not happening.
I like to go everywhere in all the crevices.
I'm okay with that, except for don't touch my feet. And I didn't even know that this was going to be a problem in my life till I thought about it just now. Turns out I would assault you, dude. I would assault you.
You would get a DV. You'd get arrested and domestic violence if I licked your belly button.
They'd be like, what'd she do? You're like, she licked my belly button.
She touched my button, bro. She touched my button.
I tried to turn on the button. She tried
to tongue fuck my button, dude.
Dude, I had a whole boyfriend, my last relationship, that just had a bad smelling belly button. I'd be like, babe, go clean your belly button till they then get back into it. And I didn't even know that was weird, a thing. Man.
Yeah. I mean, now I kind of want to. Let's do it. Let's see. What do we got going on in here?
You smell it? Yeah. Put a little finger in it.
Good to go. It's lickable. It's lickable.
Yeah. I have to do that with my pussy all the time too. I'm just like, before I hook up, I want to.
But you have to shock the pool. Basically, you got pH balances and shit to worry about, chlorine and all that other dumb shit.
So we were talking. My girlfriends were talking about UTIs literally 2 nights ago, and I'm a freak of nature. And I think when you get enough like pH imbalance from when you're younger, I never get any issues. Like I never have any problems because my shit's just been shocked right at a young age. It's just like, fuck, what's going on now?
I just introduced my friend to Azos or Azios, however it's pronounced.
What is that?
Those UTI pills that make your piss turn the craziest color of dark orange. That you forget you take this pill, and a few hours later you piss and it looks like almost blood. You're like, oh, you have to like.
I'm dying.
It's scary, but it's like urinary tract. It cleans out your urinary tract and stuff. But he thought he had a UTI. I was like, oh, you got to try these things, and I didn't warn him. And boy, oh boy.
You guys ever do this? I love beets and just like raw beets, like getting like pre-prepared at the grocery store, and I'll forget I had beets and the next day and go to shit and it looks like blood. It's hella dark, my shit. So I'm like, oh fuck, I'm finally got cirrhosis. I'm dying of the liver. And then I'll remember I ate beets. Yeah. I'm like, it caught up to me. And then I'm like, no, I'm trying to be healthy. Okay.
I had that. Oh yeah. All right.
I want to move on to the
so the stock did not drop, by the way, on Boeing.
It didn't on Boeing.
No, it did like $2 or $3. Yeah, that's it.
That's because people will literally get killed in the stock market if it goes down. I just feel like there's some shady shit around Boeing.
Do you look up who makes your plane when you get on it?
No, I get drunk early on. I'm usually flying to get ass, so I'm all excited, and I get on like Southwest.
I sometimes will look because that'll tell me if it's a newer plane, so I know if I have Wi-Fi and shit. Like I'll look to see like if it's like a standard, with 747.
But do you look if it's made by Boeing or Rolls-Royce or whatever? No,
I don't.
No, I don't look at that. I just look to see. A lot of times it'll tell you Airbus, whatever, and then debating on like if it doesn't tell me I have Wi-Fi or not, I'll try to like figure it out because at this point they should all have Wi-Fi. But.
Did y'all see that hidden camera thing that they walked through the Boeing factory? Did y'all see that? And even the workers were like, I wouldn't even fly on a Boeing plane.
Holy fuck. Well, now I'm gonna look it up right now after all of the bullshit. I'm gonna look it up. You guys know the only thing that scares me is we still have a small my whole backdrop just almost.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. I love it. My heater comes on strong enough and it's just like coming down.
So I thought you said you had good weather. Why is your heater on?
Oh my God. Well, because I'm a pansy. It's like 55. So I have the heater on to 65. You know what I mean? Like
70 degrees in Houston right now. I just took a walk outside in shorts and a tee.
But it's humid. It's humid as fuck in Houston. I'm going to be honest. I don't like Houston. And I visited a lot.
If you can't handle breathing water.
I'm sweating. I'm just sweating.
I am Kevin Costner in Waterworld. I have gills, motherfucker.
No, okay, so I almost died, but so there's an airport in Stockton. It's for private planes, and I used to be on this dance team, so we get to fly out of these private planes for basketball games. The airplanes are from the 70s, and there's fucking ashtrays. That's what scares me. And you see the ashtray, and you're just like, how is this old piece of shit going to get up there? That when we were the basketball team for 4 years in college, that's what we flew on, and it like shook and went nuts when it.
How far were you going on those little tiny because I had to get on. Okay, that's not terrible then. I had to get on an old plane like that just to go from Houston to Dallas, and I was just white knuckling that seat. I thought we were going down. Yeah.
No, there was like Colorado, Utah, because normally we just did Nevada, quick, Oregon. But when we had a little longer, it would just be shaking in the air. The freaking things still had ash in them, the ashtrays, and I just remember being like, probably gonna die. But if
I ever hit the lottery, I'm getting on a plane, and I want to know what it's like and I'll start smoking that day. I just want to smoke on an airplane one time.
Yeah.
I never got to experience it.
I got head on an airplane from my ex-girlfriend. That's the wildest thing because no one was on the flight. Like it was just no one was in the back of the plane for rows and rows. So she and I got drunk and we left Mexico and she started going down on me and I was like, fuck it. All right.
Yeah,
I've never fucked on a plane.
I've jerked off on a plane.
God, I would love to like fuck on a. I want to be on Tim Dillon's PJ and I want to fuck him in the ass. Like that is a goal of mine for 2025 resolution.
You think he's a taker?
I think he is not, but I think to a power female, possibly. But I think he likes his twinks, right? He likes his little skinny dudes, and I think he likes to get head and push their head. Yeah, he's a power man.
How about you, Rob? Are you a power man?
Yeah, what are you?
I can't say I am.
Power man Rob 1000? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I definitely. Okay, so wait, I wanted to talk about Luigi next because he's still in the fucking hot topic. So he's pleading not guilty. I love his movement. I love that everyone's behind him and the healthcare system is fucked. But I'm like, what the fuck? How do you plead not guilty when there's video, fingerprints on the scene with the bullets, note written? He's got the best attorney because he's from money. But how is he going to get away with this pleading not guilty? Do you guys think this is justified not guilty? He may be able to get away from it. How do you feel?
I think they're trying to he's going to do that because there's still an odd of them having like a hung jury. I mean, at the end of the day, if he pleads guilty, he has no opportunity. Like we all know he's guilty.
Yeah.
But because everyone knows it's going to be really hard to find a jury that doesn't know what he did. And you just it only takes one to fuck it up, you know?
Before I answer, are y'all okay with what Luigi did?
So, okay, I don't think it's okay to kill a man that's doing his job, right? Like, I understand people aren't okay with the claims being denied, but still, you're walking out of Starbucks on a street and you get shot in the back of the head. That's anarchy to the finest, and I want to feel like everyone's safe in America and we're not going to get shot randomly. Do I think something needs to be changed with healthcare? Yes. You know what's crazy, you guys? So I had a big job with a big firm in LA. Paid a ton of money for healthcare. Very difficult to get an appointment. Very difficult to get into a doctor. Now I figured out the system. I'm making money on the side and I don't have healthcare. I have covered California. Don't pay shit. I call, they pick up immediately. I don't pay anything. I get in immediately. Don't you think that? I mean, that's in California, but I'm sure this is a problem in other places too. That's an issue. I was paying thousands of dollars and I couldn't get in and paying copays. Now I look poor. I'm not paying shit and I get great healthcare with great personalized doctors that answer right away. It's weird. Shouldn't be like that.
I mean, you're an insurance guy, Robbie.
Are you guys okay with that though? That he got
I mean,
shot?
I work in insurance, so like I work with United Healthcare and all those companies and shit.
No way.
And it was definitely a shell shock for a lot of them. And here's the thing, I do agree with you. There is like certain insurers, like T-Dog back here is on some pretty good insurance, and I have pretty good insurance, and we can tend to get in with no issues, but I think, like if you're on Medicaid, sometimes like that's when they can like nitpick, I think, because you can only go to Medicaid participating providers and shit like that. I mean, look, it's if you agree with it, that's great. I mean, but there's just going to be someone else that's even hungrier for the job that's going to take it. That's going to be worse than this guy. And that's how corporate America is. So like, if you want to say great job, that's fine. But someone else is going to take his place and they're going to be even probably worse than this guy was. And it's not really him. It's the shareholders. Yeah, I mean, that's who they should be looking at. It's the shareholders on United Health Group, which is the company that owns all the subsidiaries, So
he's just a representative of what
he's just the face. Yeah. He's not, he doesn't do, he can make, certain, things that he wants to do and all that, but a lot of that stuff has to go through the board of directors.
Like Luigi's hot. I want to bang him, but I don't want to clap and celebrate that somebody died.
I don't think he wants to bang you. I think he only puts black dudes.
Well, he's into dudes for sure, but he has a spinal injury, so I heard he had erection issues. So without blue
He
chew,
got
I don't
his
think it's
back blown out by a mandingo.
Yeah, by a big black cock.
Yeah,
Black
dude.
cock down. Damn.
These Italians can't catch a break. Mamma mia.
They really can't. But all the memes were fire when it was happening. I was like, this is some great meme shit. But I do think it was weird how we all celebrated a death. Like if I was his wife or his kid, it would offend me. It would be fucking bummer.
That's
dude.
the thing. Everybody was pumped on it. And I was just thinking like, dog, these kids just lost their dad at Christmas.
Yes.
You know, that's rough.
Yeah.
But I would be less upset. Like I could understand taking out a Zuck or Tom from MySpace.
Yeah.
They have changed the world in such a horrible way. I didn't even know this man existed that died in front of the Hilton. How do you even find his name? You know, that guy didn't say, I'm the guy who declined your shit. So how did he go and decide that was the guy to kill? Why couldn't he find out the Indian guy on the phone whenever he called the insurance and they get fucking declined his shit?
And you press one English, you can't fucking understand them.
Yeah.
Did you guys see what happened? The funniest thing about that is the same day that happened, Independence Blue Cross came out and said that they weren't going to pay for certain anesthesia or pay for the full thing of anesthesia anymore.
Yeah.
And then someone posted on Twitter, hey, just asking for a friend, where does the CEO live for Independence Blue Cross? And then 2 hours later, they're like, we changed our mind. We're not going to go through with that policy. We're going to, business as usual. But I mean,
I think it might have some positive change.
Some CEOs are being taken off of their websites so they can't be found.
Did you guys see real about McDonald's, bringing back the snack wrap because the CEO got killed? So the CEO of McDonald's is like, we're bringing back the snack pack after the other guy got shot and killed. I love that Tim Dillon dressed up as him. Yeah, okay, whatever. I don't eat at McDonald's. It grosses me out, but
it's good. It's a good 2 a.m. I'm drunk and it's the only thing open type shit. But
I'm the weirdest, you guys. I don't get hungry when I drink, and I think it's been a problem with my major drinking. I'm the opposite. Everyone gets hungry when they drink. When I drink, my hunger shuts down, and I don't even want dinner if I'm starting to drink. But then I wake up the next day,
not the alcohol, dude.
Don't tell anybody. It's been a couple years for me, guys. I've been cocaine free.
Yeah, but I mean, okay. If we went to socialized medicine, and this get weird here. I'm not against it, but does that hurt you as a professional, Rob? If we went socialized medicine,
I honestly don't think that when you socialize medicine, you guys got to remember, the government does a certain portion of the healthcare, right? So Medicare, the Affordable Care Act, right? And then you have the private companies. When you socialize medicine, you're going to have Canada. And basically it takes 3 to 4 months to see a doctor. It's going to be free, but, and if you need a fucking organ, you're dead. You're if you need an organ, you're fucked. Either that or they do assisted suicide there now. So, I mean, yes, there's benefits, but I think the benefits don't outweigh the cons. There's going to be so much more issues. You're going to get rid of millions of jobs. Companies will go out of business. I mean, I don't know. I don't like socialized medicine, but I could be biased because I work in insurance. I do think that there's a certain amount of privatization that you do need for it to function correctly. But could also
I don't like monopolies in general. I like private companies having some competition and going almost, having options rather than just as one umbrella. This is your option. That's it. But all I'm saying from my personal experience, it's weird. I paid $2,000 a month at a corporate job and it was really hard for me to get in and paid copays. And now I'm on Covered California and I just called the other day. God, I got to get my shit checked out. You know what I mean? I've been busy. And so I got right in next week and I won't have to pay for anything, any copays. And I'm just like, that's weird. Or California, I don't like how far left it is. If you're broke, you're rewarded. When you start making money, you get penalized, which shouldn't be like that.
That's why the people with money are leaving.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Do you know how much it costs? It's called Death with Dignity, by the way. Assisted
really?
Suicide. Yeah.
Yeah.
Death with Dignity.
So do you know how much it costs to kill yourself? Or have somebody help you kill yourself? It's kind of affordable. Thanks, Obama.
The Affordable Care Act. Thanks, Obamacare. You're helping us kill ourselves.
It's $5,000. Not bad.
Oh, that's not bad. That's like a shitty car.
Do you know how much?
It's cheaper than dying in a hospital.
Yeah.
Dude,
Can you leave your kids with a 30 grand?
I just saw the bill for somebody's funeral, and this is
It's
like a
insane.
modest funeral, 17 grand. That's
Yeah.
a modest funeral.
Caskets
Dude,
are
average cost is
12.
12. Yeah, average cost is 12 to 20. Like if you want, and just to get cremated, by the way, it's like 7. Like if you want to get cremated, it costs 7
Can
grand.
my kids just throw me a bonfire and drink and pour their drinks out on me? And I'll be like, that's cool, dude.
It would be more entertaining to give my lifeless body to a gay homeless person and just let him have fun for a while. It's
have his way with you.
Have his way, and then I'm a meal afterwards. It's great.
You'd be like the old chick in France that got raped while drugged by like 70 people by her husband. You're just like, lay me out on the bed, baby.
Yeah,
let's go for it.
I'll just look. I'm sitting next to Big JC next to me, just going.
I've been down for like a weekend.
Would you guys go for it? If you guys saw like, hey, I'm a husband, I'm gonna drug my wife. She's in her 60s. You're gonna sneak in and fuck her lifeless body. Would you guys go for that?
How long have you been married?
Like 20 to 30 years. They were together for a long time.
I mean, as long as we're married, that's not rape at all. It's like I own her. So yeah.
Yeah, you're dipping out.
You are my plaything. You are my plaything. It's an indecent proposal.
I've heard some weird shit, but that blew my mind. She found the footage of herself being raped and didn't know she had been raped for years. Like, that is wild. But then everyone got naked. I like that. Everyone got naked in France. You see that? Hundreds of girls are just topless all over France and in the Louvre Museum because this bitch got raped. And I go, wait, I'm trying to put this together. It's like chick gets taken advantage of, so you guys all take your tops off. Like, what is the correlation there?
You know what I call that? Fish in a fucking barrel. Easy money. I want to whip my dick out and plow through those women like I'm a car in New Orleans at 3 a.m. Let's go.
Oh my God. ISIS, I want to lick the titties of everyone having them out making the political statement. I will say, no matter how much I've turned straight at this day and age, I still love titties. Like, I love licking girls' tits. Like, that's never going to go away in me. That's like the gay part that it's in my heart.
Licking is one that's I like to see them. I mean, even the ugliest.
You don't want to put your mouth, like I want to put my mouth. Even though I love little titties, like I love really tiny little titties.
That's my go-to.
Yeah, I'm an ass girl, which is funny because I have tits. I like a big ass with like no tits, almost just like tiny little A cuts sticking out. I go nuts over those girls. Like, let me throw money on you.
Yeah, I like. Here's your clip. I like them to be the body type of a 15-year-old boy. An athletic boy with
junk in the trunk,
plump ass and no tits.
Yeah, with a great little supple mouth that's just ready to get raped.
If your wife ever watches any of our podcasts,
she is on the other side of this wall.
She's chained up. She's chained up. No, I know. I'll be honest. I have a new boyfriend, and I'm like, I'm kind of scared. Will you jog my dog? So he's jogging my dog and doesn't listen to it because I don't think a relationship for me will work if they listen to me on radio or podcast. It just won't. It's too wild. You don't want to hear about the past of somebody you like, like
no.
Even I don't.
You for settling down, by the way.
Oh, dude, I do it every 5 months. It's my thing for like 2 years. This is my season.
She got herself a spooky boy.
Yeah.
Spooky. Wow.
His dick is spooky. I'm sprung. I'm so sprung. But we're gonna probably get married here. My third marriage. I'm gonna do like a black wedding dress, like a gothic wedding. I'm really excited. Maybe I'll invite you guys.
Why does everybody want to get the government involved with their shit?
Oh my God. No. So I don't do the paperwork anymore.
Oh, you're like on that show Roots, where you like jump over a stick in the slave quarters. You jump over a stick. We're married now.
Oh my God. No, I'm Jewish and I just like stomp out like a glass and I'm like, I'm married.
Yeah.
No, I just like a party with all my friends. I don't want to lose my house. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to get dick down with my friends. I don't want legal paperwork, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get married, it's going to be in Vegas.
Yeah.
And everyone, all you guys will be invited. It'll be a total shit show for like a whole week. And it's going to be, we might die. I don't know.
Are you going to do it in like one of those, like you have Elvis Mariel? That would rule.
Do it.
I don't know. I feel like I know enough people doing podcasting now that one of them could officiate my wedding.
I'm literally an ordained minister.
I know.
So my buddy is I love Jeff Fargo. I'm going to give him a shout out. He's in Vegas downtown and he's a minister and he could marry you guys. He has a great podcast, Jeff Fargo, with he'll do brothels and he's got me a couple girls from brothels coming by next month, but then he'll do serious business talks, sit downs with people on the stock market. So I love that he's kind of all over the board and he would be great to marry you. But I will say my second marriage was the best party. We did a cocaine cruise to Mexico for 7 days to Ensenada and Rosarito. We were all on a cruise. Railing lines. I don't know how we didn't die. And we were all coked out of our mind. I got in a fight with my sister-in-law at the time coming out of an elevator. It was
my dick would fall off.
It was
cocaine
so fun.
cruise.
7 days my mom of not being able to get hard. But still trying.
I will say my second ex-husband can get hard with anything. Cocaine, drinking a lot, out of control. The dick game was good. It's just.
But he's not a spooky boy. He's not a spooky.
He was like a reggae, a dirty reggae rock boy. I like to switch it up, but they're all tall and white and look like they're dying soon.
So he was a wigger. Just say he was a wigger.
He's a wigger. Kind of. He doesn't use deodorant. He kind of smelled uncircumcised. But I was like, mix it up. I don't like to stick with the regular old, schmegular. But I'm ready for my third wedding, and it's going to be maybe at that cemetery, gothic. I want to have a goth rocker marry me. It's just going to be fun.
You guys will get Danny Filth out there. He'll probably do it. He's probably hurting for money.
I'm thinking Davey's suicide though too. He's hurting for money. His band stopped. Sammy Doll, that now plays with Kat Von D, left him with the baby. She just is like, I'm going on tour with Kat Von D. He's my old tattoo artist. She left him, and I'm kind of shocked and was like, Kat Von D and I are besties. We got to go tour all through Europe. Here's the new baby, and I'm like, wow.
Isn't Kat Von D crazy Christian now?
She is. She threw out all of her satanic books and stuff, and she is into the Lord. Or she's
and she got fat. Well, it turns out when you get fat, you find Jesus.
Me too. Literally, me too. I'm getting fat, and I'm I'm kind of religious. Well, I'm gonna die soon too, so I'm just I better get religious right before I.
Break your goddamn neck at the skate park. I saw that.
Oh my god, dude! So I love making my kids laugh, and they just think I'm ridiculous. They think I'm a fucking character because I'm. All the moms are sitting off having coffee to the side, but me and my best friend Robin, we're still trying to skate. We're in the bounce house with the beers. We're just not ready to grow up. It's not happening.
Bounce House with the Beers is an album. That you call that's an album name.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I wanted to ask you guys because this freaks me out. I have claustrophobia, and the 2 astronauts that were supposed to come back a long time ago that are now indefinitely / maybe March coming back in outer space on a Tesla rocket. Would you guys want to go to outer space if you were given the opportunity?
Hell yeah.
I think I would.
I wouldn't even hesitate.
Just because, your name's in the history books forever. Because how many people have gone to space? Less than 100?
Yeah.
Maybe 100.
I'll Google it. You guys can
Google it. Can you, Rob, be the producer and tech guy on the show as well as talent?
But I would definitely go. Yeah.
Oh,
no. How many?
Way more than you'd think. Take a guess.
Now that it's way more, 500?
200?
More.
1,000?
676. And that's as of November of 23. Now, hold on. Okay. Now, according to the Space Foundation, the numbers based on this definition of space, which is an altitude of 50 miles. 80
Isn't there a plane, though, that even does that? I think there's a plane that does space excursions.
I'm pretty sure you can do that in a hot air balloon. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I want to go actual orbit. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know when you're fucking coming back. You are shitting from a suction cup to your butt. You're having dried yogurt. That, to me, is you're an astronaut.
Yeah, it still says 6'10". I don't know.
What are the
you don't know when you're coming back.
Can you fuck an astronaut in space? You go that long, you don't want jizz particles mucking up the controls. So you got to put it in something, and that something might be your female co-pilot. So
that's what I thought about those 2 stuck up there that long. And also, your bone mass and density, everything gets fucked. It's hard to walk when you come back. You have to lay down in a hospital and get checked for a while. There's nothing about being an astronaut going to outer space that intrigues me. I don't want to do it. I'm not. You couldn't pay me.
It ages you too.
Yeah.
It ages you prematurely.
Yeah. It's
There's
really
gotta be.
bad for your body.
I mean, you won't know about this. I mean, maybe tits do this, but you ever get in the bathtub and your little pud is just kind of floating,
Yeah.
like right at the
My
water
tits,
line?
though.
Yeah.
My
So
tits be floating.
wonder what your pud looks like in weightless,
It's just like
like a
You think
fucking.
it loses
It's like-
mass?
It's like one of those snakes when the Indian calls him out of the basket. Just kind of
Just make it through. Dude,
Yeah.
okay. I gotta talk to you guys about it because there wasn't a lot of males in the audience, and like I'm curious to why, because I just think it's for both genders and amazing. I saw Baby Girl last night and I'm blown away. Like I haven't liked a movie in years. I want to buy this movie and rewatch it a lot. Have you guys even heard of it or seen the trailer? Nicole Kidman. It's older,
Yeah.
hot CEO, rich cougar, and a young boy. There's like a 30-year age gap. An intern comes on to her, but then ends up making her his slave, his kitten, and she has to crawl to him and kind of worship him and do whatever he says. The sexual tension and sexual scenes were so raw. You know, like sex scenes aren't believable. I swear to God, Nicole Kidman was orgasming the sound she was making and the faces. And it wasn't like sexy. You know what I mean? Like real orgasms are like grunty, weird, sometimes like awkward. And it was just such a good movie. It was so believable too, how this relationship started. It wasn't quick.
Well, hold on. Is this it?
How to see Baby Girl, Nicole Kidman.
Okay. How do I share my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
This?
Oh my God. Yeah. I didn't even know you could do this. Can you guys just send dick pics and
No, it's not
add
that
it
one.
on? No, Baby
it's not
Girl,
that?
the new movie that
This is
just
from
came out.
2018. Okay. Well,
It just came
that
out
one
last.
looked pretty hot.
I
Pretty
will say,
sexy, as they say.
fucking this movie's so hot. I was dripping, soaking wet in the movie theater. Like,
Is
came
there-
home from boy. needed
Is
to do
it possible? Now, this is Ask a Lady. Is it possible
Yeah.
to get so wet that you drip? Like drips
Yeah.
come out
I'm
of you?
really wet though. Like I'm wetter, I'd say,
Like-
talking to my friends than most. And so I get and I don't wear underwear sometimes because I just don't like them. So I'll be like down my leg. And I noticed mid-30s it's increased.
I'm not talking about running down their leg. I get that. But
Okay.
actual whoop, whoop,
When-
just dropping off your fucking pussy.
If I'm going pee is the only time I notice it. Like if I look down, I'm like, oh, that's a whole drop of cum that just came out another
that's-
hole. But that's
Oh,
different,
geez.
maybe. But no, I've never noticed like I'm in a skirt walking around and like
Okay, I was just wondering about that. It happened just today as I was taking my walk. I was thinking about that. Going, wonder
you're
if that's
like,
a
hey,
thing.
honey, have you ever
Yeah.
dripped? Like
What-
I've heard I'm too wet, which I didn't know was a thing, but I get like
That
that's
is a thing. It is a thing.
Yeah.
then
McGlocky
you
told
get-
me I'm too wet.
Then you
And
get
I
too
was
much
like,
friction.
"Ugh."
Yeah.
Okay. So it's hard. Maybe I gotta get a towel before I get but he's so young. He really turned me on. I just got soaked. You guys watch his smash ups lately every Friday. Oh my God. I'm thirsty.
Yeah,
kid.
it sounds like it, dude. Get
That
yourself a
kid.
Gatorade, dude.
Yeah, Jesus.
I mean,
These are
it's so-
electrolytes.
It's bad. It's bad. Okay. I want fun questions with you guys really quick. Can I ask some fun questions?
Of course.
Sure.
Okay. What do you guys think of fupas?
Like, on myself or on because
On
I'm
a
just
girl.
living. I'm just living it, dude. I'm just living it.
He's like, I am fupa. Let
Yeah,
me change
dude,
my
You
name.
are a fupa.
Yeah. No, it's disgusting, and nobody likes that. Who likes that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's,
You
it's-
Oh,
want
hold
a
on, hold on.
thinner-
Skinny black guys like that.
Yeah. Broke men, black guys, and 90-day fiance guys like that. But yeah, so no to the
Yeah.
fupa.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
What do you guys think of women having kids later in life over 40?
It's dumb.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I
Isn't
guess
it
more power
dangerous?
to him. It's definitely dangerous.
Well, you're going to be on Love on the Spectrum, which is kind of hot because it's my favorite show. You guys know this.
Probably.
But yeah, it is dangerous. I mean, the odds increase for complications for mom and baby. But
Doesn't
would
the
you do it?
doctor
Would
call
you
you
have-
geriatric?
yeah,
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would do it. Like if we decided and we could. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think my sperm are dead. Like I don't think they work. But
did they go in
that's
circles? Have you looked under the
unconfirmed.
microscope?
Unconfirmed.
Yeah.
my sperm might be on the spectrum. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're gonna be old dad. Everybody had that one friend who had old dad. Like
Yeah.
I
You know
had
what, though?
old dad. My dad didn't have me till he was in his late 40s.
Oh wow.
So
That's
me and
why you're
T-Dog
retarded.
here,
It makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
me and
100%.
T-Dog are two polar opposites. So like my parents had me super young. So like my dad is 60. He turned, what's today? Yeah, yesterday was his birthday. He just turned 62 or 63.
Wow.
And I'm 38. So like my dad had us really young, and my mom, it was even younger. My mom's not even 60 yet. So I think she was 20. Now, T-Dog's parents, totally different. Her and her sister were mistakes. And her parents, her dad's like 73. 78?
That's my dad.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Her dad's 78. Okay, so Burley's dad's 78.
Okay.
And then her mom's in her 70s too. So like her parents are like 10, 15 years older than mine at least.
I mean, there's
at
pros
20
and cons
if you're
to
talking about
both.
my mom.
The
Yeah.
older you are, the more financially stable you are. You're going to have more benefits for the child and set up in your life. But then obviously younger, you can play ball and get down with your kids and have fun. Mine were 25. I mean, they both left now, so fuck them. But they were young at the time, and I feel like I had the young hip parents, and it was kind of strange when somebody's parents were so much older. I just feel like you are out to lunch. You don't understand when they're sneaking out and doing some things. Like you're just removed from your childhood so much that it's harder to relate to your kids.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
well,
look,
dude.
I did a shit ton with my dad. Like we used to ball together. I
Okay.
smoked weed with my dad. Like we were really close. Like because when my parents got divorced, I decided to live with my dad because he was like all fucked up. But he was living the bachelor life. Like he was like smoking weed, doing coke, like having strippers
Nice.
over to the house.
Mine too.
Like my
As a
childhood
divorce.
was wild, dude. I'd wake up. I was on like reduced lunch, which cost 35 cents. Didn't have it. I'd walk downstairs. There'd be fucking 3 people passed out from either drinking or drugs or whatever. I'd like pickpocket 35 cents from somebody. That's what I paid for my fucking
That
lunch
rules.
in middle school.
That's amazing childhood right there. Dreams.
I had a pretty crazy couple years, and like my dad was like living, like he was my age, I think, that I am now. You know what I mean? So I
He
couldn't
was having his
imagine
midlife
like
crisis.
I couldn't imagine having like a 13-year-old kid now. Like I don't know how I would operate. I definitely probably
I waited a little later. I'm open to having another kid, honestly, in my 40s, which sounds nuts. And I waited till I was ready, and I was like 30 and 34. But and I think that's the prime age. Like you fucked around in your 20s really hard, and it's great. And you're just like, all right, I can give my 30s to my kids. And then 40s, I don't know if I want to like fuck around harder or like start all over again, which is like, that's a huge life difference, like directions.
Okay, so you have increased chances of having issues with the kid, right? At a higher age, right?
Yeah.
So if you knew your kid was going to be a prime candidate for love on the spectrum, do you keep it or you move along?
Huge pro-life right here. Huge pro-life. I would never get rid of any kid at any day. And
see ya.
These two fellas over here are sending postcards.
No. I will have a full retard kid drooling in a wheelchair, and I will wheel them around till I die, and hopefully
I will wheel them off a cliff.
Give me my retard baby. I'm keeping them. I am not going to get rid of. That's what it's funny. The doctor was like, "Do you want to do the test both times?" Like, no, I'm not going to do any tests because it doesn't bother me. My baby's my baby.
Push him off a cliff.
That's not nice. And you're in Texas.
The old Viking days, dude, they would just be taken by the river and let the badgers have them.
If you're a girl in China, you would just get drowned. You're like, well, I can only have one baby.
That's what you get for being a girl.
Female, yeah. In China, you need to have a dude. Okay, Christ. I like this. Okay, you guys, what is your best song to fuck to?
Oh man, now I want to go funny here. I want to go ooh,
like, oh my god, disturbed. You guys are disturbed. Do you have like a go-to? Like, if you want to have sex, you're like, wow, I want to put this on, or I want this on my playlist. It's such a sexy song.
In my head, fucking the music sounds awesome.
Yeah,
but does it happen? Never does. You just hear a lot of.
Really? See, I have Google, and I yell at Google. Right, I'm like, Google, play this. Google, play that playlist in my room.
It's
and
just
I need
a bunch of weird, heavy breathing. And then finally I go,
married life.
And then I go to sleep.
Don't get married. Yeah. You're just like, you have an old gross t-shirt on. Everybody smells like a little bit of BO, and you just go, in someone's ear, and that's married life.
No, it's always that you got like 2 years with the chick before she just stops being loud. Like, I know you're lying. So after 2 years, and she's just like, okay, this is just sex. We're going through the motions now. Like, because before it was like loud and crazy, and like you think I was Peter North, but no, just like.
I mean,
that's 2 years what is that? 2 years it drops off. It gets less, it happens less and less exciting. And that's why
it's probably me gaining weight and becoming less, attractive, but whatever.
Probably me cheating and then finding out.
That's
I don't know. Wait, Rob, would you have a song that you go to?
No, but if I were to be funny about it, I'd say like "Bad Touch" by the Bloodhound Gang.
Yeah. So I'm so
Sweat
excited.
visions.
Jared and I are trying to figure out a time right now, and I'm like, I cannot wait to have Evil Jared to talk. I love.
I was obsessed with them back in the day. Like
I still am.
I
fucking love their music.
Yeah.
Him and Jimmy are talking about a collab again, and I'm just like, please, you guys, I would freak out because
that'd be
it
amazing.
changed my life. It changed my life. Hooray for boobies! Like what I got interested in and how wild. I was like, this is the coolest album ever. It opened my mind.
It was a very good album, like hands down. And it was like perfectly placed in our timeline of music for sure.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
Well, dude, thank you guys so much for seriously stopping by and getting your asses up on Saturday morning. I started drinking at 7 a.m.
Yeah, we're gonna have to plan this when we can get fucking hammered again. I feel like I feel like I let you down because I haven't been crazy enough.
No. We gotta have some seriousness. We got some listeners do want some actual news and shit, but I do like sex humor and fart jokes. But how do we?
I feel like I was the most serious. I'm kicking facts about insurance. Who gives a shit about insurance?
Yeah, you're right. Well,
like
the guy that's like relatable.
He's like, yeah. I don't know.
So, well, actually,
come on, though, dude. The suburb dad, and me and Burley are like the extra degenerate assholes that are like, we're gonna. But Rob's like, I have facts. Let me tell you about facts.
Steph, I interviewed the guy that I interviewed. There was a Satanist. He told me he was going to send you a message and say, "Do you ever fuck Satanists?"
No,
did he?
I love
did
it. No, I don't know. You know what they go. I
told him to do it.
No, and so I got to check my hidden folder because I don't know. Like they don't come into my normal inbox.
Dude, my hidden folder is atrocious.
Mine too. It's a lot of dick pics, a lot of fake porn star messages, and then random fans that want to come on. And I'm like, "Fuck, you got in my hidden folder," and I try to go through it.
Look for his stuff. It's I'll send you a DM. It'll be funny.
He's legit spooky boy.
I like that shit. I'm interested in the goth community. I used to be in it. I used to go to Bar Sinister in Hollywood, and we would do the blood shit. And now I'm far removed.
I walked away from my podcast with him going, "Am I a Satanist?" Like he very much humanized. Like, dude, I swear to God. I swear to God.
I'm fascinated. I would love to talk to him. Like I said, I'm very fascinated by everybody.
I told him you'd interview him.
They'd probably get taken more seriously if they didn't call themselves Satanists.
Like a better word that's not so dark and evil.
Like if they call themselves like super Proud Boys or something,
not just Proud Boys. Dark Proud Boys, like dark
extra
magma.
Proud Boys, super special boys.
Yeah. Super.
Are they an army of retarded people?
Yeah.
She's horned up for it.
Yeah. Well, if you're in the army, apparently you're about to run over people and bomb people now. There's a correlation between.
Let's go.
Yeah. Wait, okay. How do we find you guys, though? So some of my new listeners on my podcast to find your guys' podcast.
Rob?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Am I the lady? I'll go first. All right. So you can find me at Drink O'Clock Pod on all socials, Drink O'Clock Podcast, anywhere you listen to podcasts. I interview people. I used to drink all the time. I am kind of not doing that right now because I'm trying to be healthier, but you can certainly crack some fucking drinks. The last guy chugged 4 ounces of whiskey before we started. It was fucking fantastic. It actually made me feel inadequate because I wasn't drinking, but yeah, it was that's where you can find me, and it's fun, man. Cool. You guys were on my 100th episode. It was fucking
I can't wait, show, bro. I want to share that, and I want to get a couple clips from that because that was fun. That was really fun.
Yeah, I'll have that. I'll probably have that video up the end of next week, I think.
Okay.
I'm not used to editing fucking 7 frames of
I don't edit.
People.
I don't edit. You know me. I'm just like, here's the bullshit. Good luck, guys.
Shoot it, dude. Just shoot from the hip.
I'm just there.
I can't do it.
I blow
you guys
it
know
in
me
your
too
face.
well. I'm too calculated. I can't do it. It'll drive.
I'm waiting. I want a producer to hit me up that takes care of all my shit and pays for everything and edits and everything. So I'm just doing this bullshit, and I'm like, all right, someone in LA fly me out, let me talk shit, and pay for everything and set it up. So that's
here's the rule. Here's what you do. I'm looking into this hard. This for you too, Rob.
Hard.
Yeah, hard.
Really hard.
Hard.
No,
really hard.
try to get yourself that an intern that's trying to get college credits for being a producer. And then bing, bang, boom, you got a few semesters with the little Asian boy that's trying to learn how to do shit. And then
Just like the movie Baby Girl. He was a young intern. I need a young intern from like UC Davis or Sac State.
Oh, dude, that's
that can
right
go down
up
on
your
me
alley.
and be my producer.
give me an
Oh my
18-year-old
God.
Korean girl. Let's go.
Fuck. Dude, you're genius. And now my show
That
is
is
about
actually
to
pretty
like
genius.
get better. It's about to literally, you guys are gonna be like, I don't even recognize Steph's show. The quality is so good because I'm
Look.
fucking a young Asian guy.
Tell me how to do the Korean or the Korean. Tell me how to do the credit shit. Says I can't figure that part out. So if you figure that out, let me know.
Okay.
So
I'll
I've been
Google
looking
it.
into it.
Wait, Hurley, tell me about your show.
Yeah, Rage and Pillage podcast. You can find it. Just you can Google it. It's the first thing will pop up. Go to our Patreon where we add fun things and nudity and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's cheap as shit. Also, you can if you want to be on the show, you can pay to be on the show. So that's
I like
fun.
that.
Yeah. Rob is also the co-host. So
I am.
he's Max over there
You're
because we
giving me an
say
idea.
things. What?
I almost did Max here, but I said fuck it. I'll throw it in. It's okay.
Yeah, fuck it. It's like, are you Rob or Max? I did a subscription, so for $9.99, it's just me lip syncing more and backstage clips. It's nothing cool, but I'm like, I want to do Patreon or something. Like, I do like the idea of making a couple bucks off of having fun, and doing this. So I think
we
that's
record
cool.
extra episodes that only go on Patreon and shit like that.
Ooh,
So
what are you, Tim Dillon over there? I like you got some sneaky Patreon episodes. Which, speaking of which, I gotta watch Daddy's. It's up. Daddy's podcast is up. So we have to get up. We have to watch Tim Dillon's podcast, and I want to hear what he has to say about ISIS and all this bullshit too.
thank you for having us on.
Thank you for coming by, guys.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
love you guys. We'll do this again for sure.
Fuck yeah, we're in.
Oh, it's
We're
always
in.
fun. Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Let's do a drinking one next time. I can
Yes.
do it.
Tell me.
Dry
Let's do it.
January is gay.